You get anxiety from seeing other people do it because you know you're supposed to be doing it, bro. That's why. Because if you didn't get no anxiety, that shows that you really didn't give a fuck about it. But the fact that you get anxiety from the show, that's a burning desire that you have within yourself. And a burning desire is only a memory of the future. Any burning desire that you have, bro, it's a memory of the future. Because the only thing that exists right now is the present moment. I don't think y'all niggas understanding me right now. Let me actually break this shit down. The future is a concept that we have made up, and the past is a concept that we have made up. Does the past exist? Yes. Does the future exist? Yes. But it doesn't exist in the way that we think it exists.
Back on the street, I was rolling. It's a shame the white kids have more.
Shit, boy. It's midnight, boy. Bro, I put some pink out on him. All right. Let's see what it's looking like at 2:22.
The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. and the Buffaloes will boot it away to start the game.
Let's see.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown.
Damn.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, you know, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Now on second down. To the air, it's Klubnik. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Fuck off me, nigga. And he just smashed him. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows
that nigga
how
on
to
his ass.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
And
he intercepts it.
Why would I throw the ball right there? That's some dumbass shit.
They'll have the ball at the 33.
I'm not using my brain.
Well, the defense was in cover two, which means they had two safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big game.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Finds a little space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit.
Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Gets open down the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert.
Your ass back,
nigga. Drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
He wants to pass it on second down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. He makes the grab. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. From the gun. Fires to the end zone. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this run.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Yeah, I'm about to quit,
so
bro.
Nice when you know it's 3rd and long. You know a pass is coming. You worked on it all week. Get your feet set at the sticks. Understand that quarterback's got to be rushed. Get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Looking to the big tight end.
Good shit.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Touch pass on the run. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bucks! Ready to try the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Maffa. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
This offense has a second down play. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Brown. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Williams. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. They'll run the screen. Man, through the contact. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Trying to get to it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone.
Come on, man.
Clemson.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the point after is good. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. He's going to let it go. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now.
I ain't never seen no shit like that before, boy.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. To throw, it's Sanders. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, these 4-3 defensive ends that can get pressure on quarterbacks, they get paid a lot of money in the National Football League, and that's why. When you can get out of your stance and win it around the edge to get to the QB, not many guys do it as well as that.
This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run.
God damn!
And get to the football.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
But listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. It looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
And as they come to the line here, they're passing on a surefire field goal attempt. They'd better pay it off with 6. Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Looking to buy time.
Oh, fuck you talking about,
and
nigga.
with that one, they jump on top here in the second
Too
half.
fast, man.
I mean, 4th and goal, and what does he do? He makes plays. This is why quarterbacks with this kind of athletic ability are so hard to stop. Big-time money down on 4th down, and the quarterback makes the play for him.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner is stopped. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air.
Out of there!
Intercepted.
Come on! Come on!
Looking for more room.
Come on,
He's
man.
at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a...
Going up top.
What the fuck,
And
man?
he's got it
What
inside the 35.
God, man.
Touchdown, Colorado! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Then he going for 2
this?
points.
A 2-point conversion coming.
He was a try hard. I swear.
They're going to run it.
Fuck outta here, Nick.
Going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
Miss.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Take that.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Handoff to the single running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. After the run, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Now adjusting. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Scrambling away. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. A 3rd and long coming up here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's got it inside
well, I've
the
been
20.
catching some
He's
unrisky.
run out of bounds, but not before.
I can't
Turning
even
in a
talk
big
right now,
pickup
man.
and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Gutsy play call. There are a lot of coaches out there that would have run the football, try to keep the clock going, and force your opponent to use more timeouts. They throw for it on 3rd down. They get the completion, and with that, they should win this game.
Still looking on the move. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything
I'm
downfield,
trying
but
to
made a
click
little
time
something
out,
out
bro.
of
It's
it.
over with.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
No, why you trying to click time out for?
Going
What?
to work on 2nd down.
No, you
in the
took
red
that
zone.
L,
Still
man.
some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Toss sweep to the left. That play just never
Look at
had
him.
a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. For the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He wants it all. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That play could not have happened at a better time if you're this defense. You're trailing by 1 possession. You need to find a way to steal it, and they get the interception. Here we go. An opportunity now to at least slow down and tie the game.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He wants a big play here.
Get that fucking ball back.
Into double coverage, and
He thought he had that
return,
pass,
but the most
he
important thing, he got the ball,
didn't.
and they've got it at the 48.
I know you
That might be the nail in
mad.
the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back
But
in the
I
game.
got
You're
the
having
ball
to be aggressive. You're now going to have to
back.
start taking chances.
You ain't getting it
An errant
back.
throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Going up top on 1st down. The throw. That one will be incomplete, and we're down to 10 seconds to go. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. They're trying to get to it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle.
I don't know why you hitting timeout.
Out on the field,
It's
and
over.
4 ticks left to go. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback adapting. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania Hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. When you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll run this play from the pistol.
We got bills and we grown.
Hands it off. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's out. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Looking left. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Grinding Stool. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. You can hear the roar all the way to Mountain Nittany after he got in the backfield and made the play.
And they always give you something to roar about, don't you? These Penn State linebackers, I don't know where they find them, but year after year they find some of the best players in all of football.
That's reeled in. It's Grinding Stool. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Fuck off me,
He
nigga.
gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
That's a great play call there, guys. I love it. Listen, they didn't get the first down, but this QB sneak on the very next play is going to get it, and this drive's going to keep going.
Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward. Here
Touchdown,
on
nigga.
Touchdown, Tiger.
Come on, man.
And they break the seal.
Watch them
on the
corners,
scoring.
nigga. Watch them corners,
They score
nigga.
for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah,
Bro, what the fuck is going on with your head, bro? You do not see the players. You not thinking, bro. Think, bro.
What a costly miscue.
Doing
and they
bullshit,
got it
boy.
at the 26-yard line.
Use
Timing
that
has to be
brain,
so-
boy. I know you got cut. Hey, my made him quit. Nigga ain't use his brain cell. You mad at me because you can't throw a complete ball. Boy, that damn, boy. That shit, woo. I didn't get that brain cells, boy. It's 3 a.m. Nigga ain't got that brain cells, man. I ain't tired, nigga. Brain move. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I know that nigga. I know that nigga going to bed now.
Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Golden Gophers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Line gets set, first down. They'll leave it with him. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quick strike complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
I see some you don't see. Better get your ass right here.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Steps away to find some room. Showing the bravado, throwing it back to the right.
Ball, man!
And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put the defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
From the gun, running back on the move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house. But sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse,
power.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Clemson is quick to the line. Using his legs, it's Maffa. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. To the ground with the back. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Pulls it in. It's Maffa. And boy, is he close to that first down.
The fuck? That wasn't no
just
touchdown?
a couple of inches short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Power football with the run. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Damn, boy, you get timeout.
With the timeout, they want to make sure they
Come on, man, lock in, man.
Page.
Don't be scared, bro. It's okay.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Unleashes to the end
Thank
zone.
you!
Touchdown, Tigers! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
trying to find his man on first down. Gonna take a shot at this DB.
I was right there.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving.
I don't know, man.
Play.
I don't know what happened, man. This shit. I'm losing my mind. Skin hot. I don't know, man.
To the air, it's Brosmer. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Maffa. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. Going for the return. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
The Golden Gophers moving quickly to the line. Here's the handoff. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And he can't escape, and down he goes. I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's looking deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Golden Gophers are marching down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Handoff from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Golden Gophers will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires and picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Linebackers have tough jobs, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you could see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover 2 drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Working that left side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll test the right side. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Got a man, it's Maffa. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And the first guy couldn't
running
get him,
niggas
but
over
the
like I'm a
second one
motherfucking
does,
goddamn tractor.
Picks up the first down. It's first down from the 37-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there.
Got them
That's
niggas.
maybe what caused the false start. Either way,
Oh,
offense is
man.
penalized. And
What?
here
That
comes
was
the
my
offense
fault?
on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's sacked. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. The toss to the right. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball on the perimeter for a nice positive gain.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. The give to the lone running back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Looking to the end zone.
Yes, sir.
And with
Yes,
that, they move
sir,
on here in the
man.
4th.
Yes, sir.
What a great
man.
game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there getting set. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
On second down, he'll let it fly.
10.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hit
And
that
the
nigga
Golden
so
Gophers
hard,
want
boy.
to
He
move
goddamn fell it in his stomach, boy. Woo, 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 woo. Make a nigga want to woof right now. God dang.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for
Oh,
it.
my God.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Motion from the offense.
Nigga don't know what you don't know which goddamn play to run.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Looking to the big
Come
tight
on,
end.
man.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's going to take it all
Come
the way.
on, man.
Touchdown,
You might well
Clemson.
quit, man. You fucked over, man. Man, boy. Man. 3 a.m. Niggas quitting. You know? Make a nigga quit left and right. Left and right. Come on, man. Whew. I'm not eating.
Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium at altitude. Altitude that's been piloted by the likes of Young, McMahon, and Detmer, and home to the BYU Cougars. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick.
Oh, you one of them niggas, man.
Oh, and they just hope
You
this
one of them
wasn't an
niggas,
omen
man.
for this game. Sloppy to put it on the deck on the opening
I'm
kickoff.
gonna have fun with you.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were first quarter. Already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see
I
how
don't
they
got my
respond.
play on here. Nah, that's too bad, man. Yeah, I don't even got my play
The
on this
offense set for a
goddamn.
first down play.
I don't care.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Nigga ain't even playing
He's
up.
dropped
You
behind
so
the line of
fucking
scrimmage.
terrible. You
That'll
ain't
be a
even
loss
playing
of
up.
3.
We're trying to run the ball on first
All
down,
right.
guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to
Nigga
go.
letting a computer guard.
Not what they had in mind to
Type of
start
shit
this
is that?
drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Throwing right. It's complete. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Clemson jumps to the line. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent. I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside.
I don't
that
click
win.
time out
what?
now,
I think
fuck,
Clemson,
nigga.
as much as anybody in the country, has always featured
should
those
have
guys.
started,
And
nigga.
you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now, and they've always believed in those guys out wide, and you know what? They usually come through for them.
Throwing outside kicks and shit. Fuck, nigga. You about to get it now.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone.
Watch
Second and
this
goal
fuck
coming.
shit. I'm finna cook your ass right quick.
Quarterback checking off. On second down, he'll let it fly.
Too
Makes
easy.
the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting set
I'm
for
not
the
a
point
sweat,
after.
so I don't need 2 points, bro.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very
Should do an
efficient
outside
five-play
kick on your
scoring
dumb
drive.
ass.
And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Keeps the legs moving. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught close to the marker. It's Green. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. BYU lines up quickly.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. The Cougars get the 1st down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there in the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Unloads it left.
What the fuck? My nigga ain't even jump out trying to catch it or nothing. He just ran towards him.
So close
I
to
be talking
cashing
about
it
right
in
here.
for this offense. Barrels ahead. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the 1st quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, they take a sack right down by the goal line, guys, and I think the route concept really...
He can't make a throw, now he for the run.
This is going to be a quick hitter, get the ball out of his hands.
Sorry ass
That
quarterback.
was a very slow developing route concept. I think that's the biggest reason.
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
I told you.
And they'll drag him
Sorry
down
ass
after a good
quarterback.
return on the interception.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that... premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Runs for the tackle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
What the fuck?
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Bringing it back. Smashes ahead. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.